All right, so basically, long story short, yeah, boom. This before we even get to this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification because you never know the video you suggest might just be next. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so boom. This is just basically a misconception of a high value man. Most people would associate it with Kevin Samuels. Fair enough, I understand why, because he talks about that stuff. Funny thing about that, when I first came across Kevin Samuels, he wasn't talking about relationships and all that stuff there. Well, he kind of was, but he wasn't the way he's doing it now. You know what I mean? He was more or less talking about like male grooming. You know what I mean? Okay, that sounds so wrong. Pause. But when I say male grooming, I'm talking about, you know, like cologne and all that stuff there. You know what I mean? That's why, because someone referenced him in it. I'm like, yeah, I need to step up my cologne game in it. Like, what's he saying? So they referenced him. So I'm like, alright, boy, let me go, like, check what they're saying. You know what I mean? So that's why I first found out about him. But I've rarely watched his videos when it comes to these type of other stuff. Anyway, but yeah. Um, yeah. So the misconception. That's one misconception, right? And one of the misconceptions is that every high value man is single or blah blah blah. Like that's another misconception. I mean, like some are single and they're single by choice. They're bachelors by choice. Some of them are bachelors because they're not bachelors by choice, but they're just bachelors in it. But they, is what it is. Excuse me. No edits. But basically, long story short, let's just break down exactly what a high value man is, right? Now, a high value man doesn't have to say that they're high value. Just like an alpha doesn't have to say that they're alpha. Do you see what I mean? Like an alpha male. Yeah? Alright. And just like women can be alphas as well, which is not really their natural state or natural being, because that's more nurturing or whatever the circumstances. But like women can be high value too. Yeah, don't ever get it twisted. Women can be high value too, and this is why you look at, for example, in fact, I'll just do another video on high value women in a different video. Yeah, hit the like. Let me see. Let me get 300 likes. Nah, fuck that. I'll do it anyway. I'm gonna say 300 likes, but I want more. I want 1K likes. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Fuck it. I nearly forgot. Alright, so boom. With a high value man, right? All it really means is that that person is valuable. It means that you see that person as valuable. Now, the other misconception that I forgot to mention is that it's associated with relationships. It's not like, yes, relationships are involved, don't get it twisted, but the other reality is that, it works in every area of life. You see what I mean? So, for example, yeah, if you are at work, yeah, your manager is a man, yeah, no, fuck the examples for now. I can't really give an example right now. But anyway, a high value man, I want to give an example of a high value man in a relationship setting, because that's what you really come here for, right? Alright, so boom. With a relationship, yeah, it's a situation where the man, let's say you're a woman, right? And you're watching this. You are attracted to that guy for whatever reason. Let's say, for example, he didn't pursue you. Do you know what I mean? Now, he may be talking to you, but you're pursuing him because you not only find him like physically attractive, you also you're aware of his status, yeah, like his professional status or whatever the case is, whether he's working or, do you know what I mean? And you're aware of his financial status as well. So because of that, because you're attracted to him because of that, and he is not the one approaching you, or he never approached you, but he's open to the idea of talking to you that may lead into the situation you want it to be, this is what makes him high value. Do you see what I mean? So he may, like, you may be on the last priority of his list because he's got so much things going on in his life. That's probably why he doesn't call you that much. Because you're the least of his priorities. Yeah? I know it sounds harsh, but that's just the reality. Will he call you? Maybe. Will he text you back? Yeah. Will he call you back if you call him and he misses the call? Yeah. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just common decency when you're deep in. You know what I mean? He doesn't necessarily have to call you back. But, you know what I mean? If he's busy, then he's busy, innit? So that's what makes, because you're chasing his time. You're chasing his time. You want his time. You want his attention. Yeah? You want to spend more time with him. This is what makes him a high value man. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, that's what really comes down to. It's as simple as that. You have something. No, the man has something that the woman wants or needs. Do you know what I mean? That's what makes that man high value. I'll do a separate video on women, high value women, but it's basically the same reverse. Yeah, the woman has something, usually the pussy. Let's be real, it's the pumps. Yeah, or the nyash. Get me? Like, it's either those two that the man wants, innit? Do you know what I mean? And if you're not clued up on certain things, do you know what I mean? If he's not clued up on what really is his true priority, this is when the woman becomes a high value woman. Because it's not to say that a high value man doesn't want these things either, because they do, but it's not their priority. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, to learn more to do with like dating and relationships and all that stuff there, I 100% recommend you click the link in the description box below and where it says become a member of the Thealkebulantrust, so you can get access to online courses such as roles and relationships, and that's where you're going to learn all of that information right there. Alright, so hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.